we'd always use as a bit of creative inspiration a guy called Dick Fosbury. I don't know if you've ever heard of Dick Fosbury. You heard of
No.
Dick Fosbury? Dick Fosbury didn't invent anything, I guess. He was a guy that really changed one sport in particular, and that sport was the high jump. So in the high jump, for years, people had come running along and gone over front first
Yeah.
over the bar. And the world record was broken by a tiny bit every now and then, and people always done it that way. Dick Fosbury came along, an American guy, and he had a look at the sport, and he basically disrupted it massively. And he went along, and instead of jumping over frontways, he turned around just before he reached the bar and went over backwards. And it became known as the Fosbury flop. He didn't call that, people called it, but it completely changed the way the whole industry, the whole sport was done. And instead of world records maybe being broken every now and then, world records were shattered. And Fosbury won Olympic gold. The world record was broken more times in the next year than it had ever been broken in the last 20 years before. And it was, and it was such a, if you think about it, such a simple thing, but it's just a brilliant idea and a very disruptive idea. And that had always been something that I'd always talked about for years, ever since the early days in my career. I loved that way of approaching a client's brief with that sort of, that Fosbury flop or that Dick Fosbury mentality. So we've got a little saying that was really the third part of our creative turnaround strategy, which was be a dick. In that, obviously, people say, don't be a dick. We encourage staff and clients to be a dick, as in Dick Fosbury, because that's what you want to do. If you want to get results, which is what he got, because they were actual results. It was a creative, yes. Did it get results? Yes. Then be a dick. So that's been the last kind of part of the turnaround process, is empowering each individual with that disruptive mentality that can help them come up with solutions that are going to challenge the norm. And over the last 3 years, as a result, our creative output has been fantastic, really back to the best of what made the agency and what made the agency's brand name. People are having tons of fun. Staff turnover is really practically non-existent in terms of people leaving. It's a place where people want to work. Business is great. We've got back up to making no money to actually losing money when I bought the business, now to significant levels of profitability. So it's transferred to business success. And it's a brilliant place to work. And I'm an old boy in this industry, and I still get excited about coming in every day. And that's, hopefully everyone else does as well.
Yeah. Wonderful. I think that's a wonderful story, and also how you have turned it into a principle for your business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
So that's the
creativity at
last.
its core. I mean,
It's creativity. Yes, absolutely.